Hey, what's up? I'm Angie. And I think this is a working theory type level video because Lord knows, I'm not here with information or answers right now. It is not even midnight yet between November 1st and 2nd. And was woken up to, not knowing what time it was, mind you, was woken up to loud blaring smoke alarm. Very disorienting feeling, piercing loud. Okay, went over to the bathroom to see, like, okay, how about this? Went out of the room to check, and it felt like it was just this room. So it was like too loud to even call the front desk and say, what the hell's going on? So like, went over to the bathroom to see like, is there something in the room that's a problem? Like whatever. Bathroom door was locked. Really weird feeling of creepy feeling. Like, I don't know if you've ever experienced this, but if you've ever been in a dream, that would be probably considered a nightmare. And you're just like freaked out a little bit before you, I mean, just a little bit though, not like a literal nightmare, but more just like, it's very akin to the feeling of right before you get lucid. That feeling, if you know what that feels like. Before you get lucid is because things are weird. Generally, you get lucid because something tips you off to the fact that you're dreaming. Something tips you off to the fact that this reality isn't real as far as you knew real was. And what does that mean? That your consciousness is here within this place and this isn't even fucking real. Oh, damn. It's very freaky. And you can feel like it's your own personal hell. And you're the only real one. Or you're the only one that this is all for, even. Ooh, see, that's a scary one. That all these videos are made just for you, or rather, all this is being done just for you, to help you get out of something. Personally, but also really personally. Like, this is deep. This is deeper than just surface level. This is like existential level. So there's that. A lot of vibes of conflict, as in at least two or more heads butting, and that causing anxiety, discord, and a bunch of other things. And this is really not cool because, again, it's prior to midnight. And midnight is generally Eastern, by the way, the cutoff for decisions. But we're gonna just go ahead and say, actually, isn't tonight the time change at 2 a.m.? So what a fucking trippy night. Am I right? There's something to this. We don't want a Mandela tonight, do we? You understand, if we Mandela, how much paperwork is involved in that, in the astral? For us to post this 4 minutes in talking about that kind of stuff is a little bit, because if, you know, we're getting a vibe of like, why don't you just post this shit publicly? Why? Why does any of this even matter at this point? I don't get it. Integrated as I am to be most helpful, I'm limited on what I know, why, when, and how. And all the fucking loud, weird shit. I don't know if you can hear that. Let me in, you know. Arguing and shit. confirmation on that one. I don't get it. What's going on? Let me use this app. Didn't bring any cards. Didn't think to. Or rather, so many fucking hiccups yesterday. It's one of these rooms that has the connecting door. Okay. What the fuck is going on? I don't get it. How can I be most helpful if I'm so fucking blinded? Some fucking context clues would be great, universe. And by the way, this is not a good omen, right? So, you know, to have Hermit reversed, it's like coming out of Hermit mode, maybe? I don't know. But then, imprisonment? Okay. Who? Why? What? When? Where? What? Do we need to fucking redo today? If so, what that's gonna look like is tomorrow morning, or rather post midnight or 3 a.m. we redo. The sword will be faced the other direction, and basically just wake up and go, wait, is the sword supposed to be from left to right? I thought it was from right to left. Right? And it'll well, shit. I guess we're redoing. Okay. We hadn't already discussed, so there's gonna be this thought of, well, how many times have we redone it? Or are we on the fucking 3rd? Is today the 3rd? As in not November 3rd, or is it November 3rd? As in, were the last 2 days just a big ass fucking repeat? Is it possible? Is it probable? Is it likely that we fucked up by not stating on October 31st that we need to have a different Mandela every time we Mandela? Fuck. Now we're in a loop. Oh shit. Think about it. Think about it. We are in a fucking loop of we never can get out of knowing which way. It's like a... I don't like that for us. I think I'm fucking around, don't you? I'm not. Is this funny? I don't fucking feel this is comical. I'm not amused and I'm not entertained. Not with this level of shit. 8 minutes till midnight on the Eastern. I'm not fucking happy. What was the dialogue when checking in with the lady at the front desk? She said, what are your thoughts on the current administration? Like, all fucking randomly. Or was it more like this? No, she said, what are your thoughts on conflict in the world with the current administration being what it is? Why is there so much fucking loudness? There's like one of those carts that you would put like towels in or something, maybe? Linens? Loud as fuck. You know this isn't about... There's something going on in the collective. And I'm talking about big, big, big for this level of Mandela to be happening right now. Or rather, this level of video. We're so fucked right now, I think. Big, big scale. Who or what the fuck is going on? Okay. we talked about the mandala, okay? And it says switching. Let me just read it, just to be clear. Hopefully we have that stipulation in here. Okay, so next day, I ended up making a collective vid for celebs in White House instead of resuming the writing. Information uncovered include establishing a mandala of the sword switching from right to left orient. If we get through all of today and decide overnight to save game, we will progress day by day that way. If we need to redo and see the mandala, we will reestablish. Okay, thank fucking Christ. A new one, because once it switches once, we won't know if it went back. Let's hope we don't need it. But better to have precautions established than to feel so off and not know why. Not the first time I hear all the cries. We uncovered some. No, was this shared? Yes, right. Okay, this side was shared. Okay. Right? I honestly don't remember. Fucking weird breeze just came through under the door. Okay. Let me think about life real quick, please. No, not that. View channel. Posts. Okay, 19 minutes ago, posted about the collective is conflicted. You know, posted all this. Sorry, maybe next week. Something changed twice today. Just another something. Oh, surrender. How about we meet up? Wait, why did I put a heart there? Accident. Whatever. I'll fucking leave it, whatever. How about meet up with me at the spot tomorrow? Just come as you are. Okay, yeah, there's that. You know, obviously, or maybe not obvious, sometimes I post videos without watching them. It's the headline that's important. Same with articles being read. Shut the front door. The mandala. Okay. Trying to find. There it is. Okay. Yes, did share this whole side. Did not share, however, this side. Back from trick or treat, had some drink. B is annoying as usual. Human level guides telepathically giving me guidance / pep talk regarding how to deal with said annoyances. It's actually nice to have 2+ weighing in as opposed to just 1. Not that the 1 was biased, but I don't know. This is just something, there's just something about it. Not to mention, try walking around as a girl and 3+ male energies integrated into your awareness, telling you things as you are trying to do normal tasks or have conversations with people. There's no ability to hide what you think forever. Eventually they will know the way you likely think and feel unfiltered about literally everything. So to get that out of the way, not to mention no privacy at all. Believe it or not, guys within a girl body are way chill. Like, whatever, we're humans, so big deal. Talking about like going to the bathroom and stuff. Okay, in their defense, I don't know how all guys would be. Just these silly templates are all the same. Also, big babies about pain. If I'm going through something uncomfortable, where are y'all at? Nowhere to be found. My guide was supposed to live my life, and I was supposed to guide him. That didn't happen. So here we are. Very confused over the years, to say the least. A lot makes more sense now in light of that. I don't want to get memory wiped and redo this life or his ever again. The only way to ensure that is to get enough awakened to tip the scales. then get open contact, then commence life 7, which is ET and human up something. Oh, cohabitating on Earth in the open peacefully. If that sounds like a unattainable or something, an unattainable pipe dream, we are so screwed. The green ones are ready. It's the guys, the grays that need to be freed to help us do this. Okay. Then, since it was at the end of the page, I tried to go to sleep. But after tossing and turning for an hour, decided to see if putting some thoughts down might help a tad bit. I'm going to channel Paul and see if there's anything I need. Hey, Angie, thank you for saying hi to me every time you see me in the morning. It really makes me feel seen, as the kids these days would say. So I know what you really want to know, so let's just get to it. You want to know the winning lottery numbers. Here, got it. Or what the winning lottery numbers are. Got it. Here you go. 3, 12, 27, 44, 62, and 5. Don't tell anyone, okay? As if you even care. To you, the lottery, you guys know this is a joke, right? Would it be funny if it was those numbers? This was written on the 31st. To you, the lottery is I don't even know where this came from. To you, the lottery is happiness. So what is your version of that? Oh, okay, I get it. I think. So to you, the lottery is happiness. Like, that's your version of lottery. So what is your version of that? Like, as in what makes you happy? I don't know. When you wake up tomorrow, if you have a clear feeling, you are going to go with it. I don't advise that. Here is why. Too many variables, or rather, I don't know, I'm sorry I messed up. It's like, okay, throw me off. Okay, too many Bardo Sim variables. Just one more week. I'm not trying to tell you no. I'm simply saying it is worth, or is it worth the risk? You played it out. You know what is likely. It's not impossible, just not ideal. So what might that look like? Not arriving, wake up on ship, this all be for nothing? We said earlier, we might still play out (2.5) after 3 before 7. Does anybody know what that means? That we might still play out 2.5 after 3. Like we could finish 3 successfully. Go back to 2.5 and do it again. Because we can extract more that way and or different, because some have been lost in the fire of this incarnation that are still in 2.5. So we can get them both. Now there's going to be some overlap. But in theory, what would happen is they would integrate. So if you have Angie on that one, Angie on this one, both integrate both lives. Memories would converge. Okay. Now, discussed earlier without recording regarding how somebody might not exist on life 11. Don't even think we would discuss life 11 in a video because we weren't there. The notes from the lives from the last video are back at the house. But 11, some people don't exist there because 11 started prior, and though is 1-to-1 currently in linear and happening still, they're synced up holidays too. Like, yesterday was Halloween for them as well. They went trick-or-treating and stuff. Oh, it's after midnight. it wouldn't take effect until going to sleep and waking up anyway. Once everybody goes to sleep and then wakes up, you'd all wake up with the mandala. Are we doing it or not? Still don't know yet, but we will decide. But why am I talking? What? You know what I mean? Like, why is this happening right now? Card of the day for the new day, which I don't want. I've been wanting to not check until the morning because that gives the night to do it. But look, this is tomorrow's card for the entire fucking day. Why? Waking up saying, time to get on the road with that screaming, high-pitched, what caused that? What did that? Why? For the entire building. It wasn't just this room. So I took a little quick drive around, came back around, and by then, she was gonna go into the lobby and be like, what the fuck? And by the time she opened the door to get out, the noise stopped. So get back in, park, very surreal. I actually, upon waking, it wasn't me, it was 13. Angie 13 goes, this is fucking weird. I don't want you leaving the room. Had a creepy feeling even about opening the window and looking out. I don't even want you looking out the window. That was 13's perspective. She's very distrusting. She has her reasons. Almost like a phobia of being popped. Very recent. Makes you wonder, have we already Mandelaed it and then put the stipulation in regarding, oh yeah, because it was weird. It was like, that was a pretty important thing to have missed, is not defining that you can only use a mandala one time in a way that's like from left to right, up to down. Didn't finish the discussion on 2s and 5s. That was done during the drive, non-recorded. Okay, hold on. Okay. Paper 2. Two. 5. Not yet. Give me a second. It's hard to do things backwards, but 5. Roll with me here. 2, 5. And this is what I mean by that. Saw on a party balloon, the kind that are the foil blow up kind, like that you would put helium in. And the 2, or rather the 5 was a 2, but reversed, and put your thing down, flip it, and reverse it. It was inverted and backwards, which made it a 5, though it was a 2 initially. Rather, it was multi-purpose. The orientation of where the air goes in is what determined. So there's something about something being both backwards and upside down, which changes it from a 2 to a 5. Ship math. It's perspective. Okay, so writing down perspective equals orientation plus, can't have one without the other. What would you say, direction? like what direction you're going. I'll go with that for now. So perspective is what orientation plus what direction. As in, is it a to or a? You do it backwards though, you know? I don't know. But fuck it. I suck at that, clearly. So, but it's not just direction and it's not just orientation. Orientation is synonymous for gender or whatever, right? Direction would be actual sex. Let's just say that, like as in male, female. Anatomy. Perspective is regarding your human form versus internal soul. Are we following as to why is this coming up right now? And I don't think it's super collective. And if it is, it's meant to be a way of making the collective wrap their mind around or understand such a topic. Why? It seems trivial and elementary to me at this point in the game. Why does it have anything to do with a Mandela? Are people just really not understanding? I'm being drawn to this makeup bag. Got a snaky snake with the eye. Look at the eyes. All the eyes on you. All eyes are on you. Why? Why are all eyes on you? Why are all eyes on you? I'm not talking about Angie. Why equals Y? More ship math. If you're doing a mathematical equation where W equals H equals and the letter Y equals something, and let's do it like this. 1, 2, 0. Now, what is that? What is that? 1 plus 2 plus 0 equals 3. 1 times 2 times 0 equals... When something is times 0, it's the same number, right? Where is it? Is it 0? Calculator time. I don't fucking know. I'm hungry. And I don't think we have any more snackies. 1 times 2 times 0 equals 0. Big difference there, as in this. It is multiplication. And here is why. It's because this equals this. The equation equals the same number. That's how you know that's not true. As in, that's how you know that it's not addition, it's multiplication. It's because for this to be true, for y to equal y, it must be multiplication, not addition. What does that mean? I don't fucking know. So, multiply. Go forth and multiply. Doesn't mean go have a bunch of kids. It means go and spread the word. and the word was death. Go spread death. Okay. Multiply word. Bird is the word. A word. Death. What is death? Is it literal human life death? Is it ego death? What is death? Ego? Life? Soul? Soul death would be retiring. What other kinds of deaths are there? Endings, I guess, you know. What would you say, like event? I don't. And then, you know, the word death, the word was death, has a lot of play on words in it, as in eat, the effluent, eat, and no, eat a memory you can never forget. The word death and the word health D versus HL. Numerically, A, B, C, D is 4 versus A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H is 8, and I, J, did I do it right? Hold on. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L would be 12. 8 plus 1, 2. Or is it 8, 1, 2? Eight, 1, 2 area code. Nobody's gonna understand what is this processing unless they think weird like this. Something went wrong. Please try again later. I really can't stand that shit. Like, you had one job. 812 area code. South Central Indiana. Near Ohio. As in Cincinnati, Dayton. And you're from what, Akron or something area? Canton, Akron, where LeBron is from. Louisville, Kentucky. Okay, or it could be calculator, 8 times 12, which would be 96. Okay, so you got 4 verses 96. 12 is apostles. Or disciples, I mean. Are they apostles or disciples? I don't fucking know. Anyways. Well, previously stated on an episode of Craziness, 96 is 86 plus 10 years too late. So you got 4 verses off planet repto. T-O-E. Play on words always. You got 4 verses. The off-planet repto. Plus the 12. Who's the 4? Who are the 4? The main 4 elites. They have transfers too. They have Benjamin Franklin as one of them. So we got Benny and the Jets. How much you want to bet currency would be the other 3, as in the main ones? Monopoly money. 30 on an orange bill. Monopoly money. So it's the 500 was a 30. More fucking weird shit math. Okay. Orange 500 Monopoly money was 30 in Dream. Through 2 30s of fake money instead of 2 20s. As in, the bill was $40. Through 2 of these 30s, which symbolized not $30, but like 30 in another currency. What country has orange currency with 30 on it? Nambia. It did look like this. Euro currency exchange. Give me a second. I want to see if I can find it. You know, when you have a dream about something and it sticks out really vividly, if you're able to find something that very much looks like, so you say, okay, well, what country was that? So what country is this one? So maybe it was 50s and not 30s. Doesn't matter. So the euro, huh? Because if not that, South African money that it's showing here, like Russia, 1919. None of them say 30 though, but this Canadian money, with whoever this is, this guy, some old dude, it did feel like a dude, but it didn't feel like a white dude. So what country could it have been? Because here's some. I think I'm dwelling, but sometimes I get stuck on something and I can't move on from it. So Bitcoin is a bit of a coin. I coined that. Means I claim it, right? Like I coined that. I coined that. Okay, hold on. I need to write that down. I coined that. Oh no, last piece of paper. I coined that. Quotes. It's like I claimed that, or I tagged that, or that's mine. That's my property. I own that. Well, when you think about channeling, who are you channeling? The chicken or the egg? Is what was said about time travel is, okay, hey, I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to skip forward and talk to you later tonight. Okay. So what's going on right now? This event. Oh, okay. Well, now that you told me that, later tonight, you don't need to talk to me, to tell me. Like, you don't need to have this conversation with me again to make it happen later. You're having it now. And I got the message. You also got the message, as in the past version of you today heard what future version of you today said to me, thus you heard it as well. Okay, well now you know how to adjust your day accordingly. Like, this is cheat codes. You just got told what's going to happen hours from now. And when that happens, why? By the way, did you need to create that to happen earlier in the day? Or did it just happen spontaneously? Therefore, can you avert it from happening by saying, no need to do such thing? Now, you might have somebody say back to you, well, I wasn't going to do that anyway. Okay, well, you definitely won't now, right? Or worse, they say, well, I wasn't going to, but now that you put it in my head, well, I'm literally telling you not to. But regardless, doesn't matter, does it? Because why did the lady at the desk so randomly say, so what is your thoughts on the current climate of things, and like, especially considering who's in office politically and whatever? What a fucking weird ass question to ask just so flippantly to a guest checking into a hotel. Like, how fucking channeled is all this? Or some people just really speak their mind and didn't even wait for an answer, though. You know, do you really want to know? Do you really want to know? Well, I can tell you if you really want to know, but you're not going to fucking believe it. And even if you do, I don't think you're ready for it yet. I coined that. It was mine first. I discovered that. It's not based on ownership. Or rather, ownership is not based on predating. It's based on a lot of factors: worthiness, usefulness, energetics. We're fighting over the Middle East for energetics. Same too as people, same too as property, children. So, karmically speaking, you're going to feel connected to and bound to particular individuals and locations, and if there's still energetics involved. When the lesson is learned, the teacher goes away. When the lesson is learned, the karmic lesson burden goes away. So what do we have here? And on the road, prime example of all the things that needed to be accelerated. We're not going to Mandela this today, to my knowledge. We will redetermine, and we will if tomorrow we wake up and say, okay, we need to wait another week. And you'll know intuitively without even having to check in. She'll just be like, no, I'm not feeling it today. Just like right now, she's feeling like, ain't nothing going to happen today. I'm just going to go home. But she's not, because she texted her client and said, I'm going to do a reading. If you want to do a reading in person, we can do that. Because she wants a reading. Might as well do it in person. But what a long ass drive to give somebody a reading. Whatever. The ends justify the means, so they say, right? Wouldn't have had to get to that point if it wasn't so stupid in the first place, but here we are. So what is it that you need to come to terms with internally in order to make peace with externally? What have you noticed about people's feedback or comments, and makes you go, you know, internally a little offended maybe? Why? It'd be like this. Angie has 2 daughters that are half Mexican. Imagine if right in front of her somebody's talking shit about Mexicans and she just remains quiet, because they don't know by looking at Angie that would be offensive to her personally. So if Angie chooses not to say anything because maybe not wanting to escalate conflict, or it's not worth it to, you know, well, what if she does say something? Now she's a Karen, you know. Does it even matter? It's just a very small example of how people can talk so judgmentally about something that they themselves aren't affected by, in a way to show you that they don't get it. And is it worth your time and effort and energy to spend on trying to educate them, even in a small sort of way? No. We got a list. They're no longer on it. Now, not in a way to make enemies, but in a way to say, you're moving over to the later, not right now list. hey, why aren't I being da da da? Maybe it has to do with the fact that you have some outdated beliefs that need to be updated. And until that happens, we're not speaking the same language. I'm doing ship math and you're doing arithmetic. And ship math means here's another version of example of ship math that should be about this. E plus 3 equals 8. Now, if that's the case, what would you say that means? That that E is 5. E equals 5. I don't know how to write it mathematically, like properly, but whatever. Plus 3 equals 8. To make that true. Make this statement true or whatever. That's not why I'm saying that E plus 3. No. The reason why it equals 8 is because if you take an 8 and you split it down the middle, you get a 3 and an E if you're writing it in that sort of way. Okay. How else can you split an 8? 2 zeros. One above and one below. Being woken up with a blaring ass alarm clock, not fun. Draw. And the word was I need to look up the words. I need a second. DEA. Oh, forgot about that one. The Drug Enforcement Agency. TH. What does mean? What? I don't know if this is going to answer it right, but what does mean? I mean, I know it's like put down phonics and grammar and shit, but something went wrong again. Fucking hate you. You're so stupid. What does TH mean? You know, even if you know, this is the thinking outside the box kind of stuff, you know? All right. Forming ordinal and fractional numbers from 4 and onwards. Oh, yeah. DEA, 4 and onwards, back to 4. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. In Old English, TH represented two distinct letters, thorn, which was like a BP, literally. It's like that line with the thing in the middle. And ETH, which is an O with a little, like in Sanskrit, the veil, which were used interchangeably for both the unvoiced as in thud and voiced as in with sounds. You could use them interchangeably. So, okay, so the word long LENGTH, they simplified TH into that. And then the word strength, STRENG, same, TH. Okay. What is a thorn? Into his side, aka spear. Thorny crown, thorn, crown, spear, side, thorn, ETH, ether. You got the Ohm symbol with this. What does this represent? Unattainability to perceive that. Like it's not even perceptive. And this, round and round and round it goes. Where it stops, nobody knows. You're just a snake eating your tail. So, death. The DEA is just a snake eating its tail purposely. That'll never resolve. They don't want it to. It's a big fucking problem with the cartels and all that. So, big business, big money, don't want that to end. We'll do anything. Why? Power, control, sure, that's the elite's bag, but not the cartels. They actually have bought into the mentality. So you're gonna have a lot of resistance and pushback with this due to humans, always the humans. All right, we're gonna wrap it up here. I don't know if that helped, but we'll reassess later.